Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're with us Monday morning, getting ready to start a big week here. All kind of outdoor activities coming up. We're going to keep you posted on them and keep these pictures coming in and show everybody what's going on here in the Florida Panhandle, one of the most unique places in outdoors in America. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. We're looking at another hot one. They're predicting a high day of 93 right here on the coast, so you know how high it's going to be inland. So a low of 79, and water temperature stays at 86 degrees. So hot, hot, hot. But it's the last week of July, so this is what we expect here in Florida. Now, let's take a look at our Monday moon forecast. We have a moon that is waxing, building on up to a really strong full moon coming on in toward the end of the week. So good situation there is going to be, and these tides are going to be coinciding with our moon phase, so it's going to be really some good fishing going on if you can stand the heat. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Looking today on Monday, July the 27th. We're looking at a high tide this morning exactly at 7:20 and a low this evening at 6:13. So got a strong outgoing tide all day long and really good high tide. Get on out there really early at the crack of dawn. Make sure you watch our show, then get out there or either record it and then get on out there. But have a couple other announcements. Marine forecast they're calling out of the east right now, which is sort of unusual this time of year. But let's get a couple announcements here. This is our rescue relocation. I can hold right here, Jeff, of the Cape San Blas Lighthouse, okay? That's going to be this Thursday. Coming on this Thursday. Beverly Dowds was on the show a week or two ago talking about her book, and she's also down at the White House. But that's going to be Thursday. And also this weekend now, well, this is a big deal. This weekend, the 12th annual Kingfish Tournament had Millard Collins on the show last Thursday, and we're talking about this is a very special tournament. When you have these fishing tournaments raising money for great causes, you just can't beat it. So we've talked about it, but that's this weekend. We want to encourage people in Panhandle go. You don't have to fish it all weekend. You just go down there and fish one day and come back. You don't have to catch but one fish to win. Just think about it. So I want to encourage y'all to go down there. Again, we'll show you where to go if you just call me, and I can even pinpoint a little bit closer to what I'm talking about here on this show. Okay? Let's take our break and we'll be right back. Okay, getting ready to set up a good video here. First, we want to talk about these tournaments here and also the Cape San Blas Lighthouse. But now, remember, every Tuesday night or every other Tuesday night at Deer Point Lake, they have this bass fishermen up there, and I go over there every year, and those guys have a great time. It's a Tuesday night shootout. Also, on Thursday night, I have a little brim panfish tournament, so check that out. And if you want to fish for a couple of hours and just have a good time and good companionship and all up there, check out the Deer Point Lake tournaments. Also, there's a big brim tournament coming up in Weewall. You guys down there need to come on the show and talk about it. I know it's going to be about the middle of August, so that's only about 2 weeks away. So, Jerry, some of you guys, give me a call and we'll talk about it, because I know that's going to be a lot of fun too. So a lot of things going on here, especially this time of year. A lot of exciting things to sort of we're wrapping up the end of the summer and all, and it's going to be some exciting things going on. Also, I want to talk about well, let's go ahead and let me talk about this video and introduce it all. Now, this is a little 13-minute video, so it's not a little one, it's a long one. Last week I did those little 2 to 3 minute segments of the little inventions and all. So Gail has put together the whole trip, and I will still have some more later on in the week of those little inventions and all. But this is sort of the overview of us seeing the whole thing, and show you where we were and how big it was, and really fascinating. And I just very thankful to have had the opportunity to go down there and bring back all this information to share with y'all, because I know if I was in my shoes and your shoes, we didn't know all this was going on. The dealers and all, like I say, most of this stuff is coming out 6 months after January. So these tackle stores are buying it now, making the orders, and getting it shipped to them and all. So, but some of the stuff's already in. Like I say, the little shower thing we talked about, Brad's got it already. No, I'm sorry, he's supposed to get it this week, and a little ring cutter Brad has. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back, and you're going to really enjoy this video. We had a great trip. It was hot, but I took the old truck down there, and we just had a good time down in Orlando at the Orlando Convention Center. So we'll take a break and come back and show you this video. Orlando. Panhandle Outdoors made a 6.5 hour trip. We had the Orange County Convention Center. We had ICAST. This is the world's biggest tackle show, and we are pumped up. So we're going in this morning. We're going to be here all day long looking at tackle and tomorrow. Okay, folks, we've been here like 30 seconds, and the first person I run into, a guy from Panama City, Tom Putnam.
How you doing, Winston?
Half-inch tackle. How you doing, man?
Good. Looking forward to all the new stuff.
You think I'll have enough to shoot a show off of?
There will be plenty.
This is my first one. I guess you've been in a lot of them?
Yeah, this is about my 30th, maybe, something like that.
Oh, my goodness. So you always find some good stuff?
There's always something new, and everybody's, trying to get ahead of everybody else. And so there will be plenty of new products, as well as a lot of twists and turns of some old ones.
Oh, it's a good deal. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, I don't know where to start. I feel like a little boy in a candy store. This place it's not huge, it's humongous. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's going to take 2 days to walk through it. So we're going to start somewhere. Let's just start down here on the end and we just go back and forth, okay?
Other types of tuna popping ride you're going to find in existence. That is not just because of the incredible length that they're using, but also the guides itself. Again, it's a size 50 to a 30. We go to a 16 tray.
All right, this is a cool little invention. Check this out. This is a ring you put on your hand, okay? It's for cutting line. In other words, all right, see a picture right there. Okay, here's a different color. All right, make it a ring out of it. You put it on there, and then you run your line through it to cut your line. So now why didn't we think about something like that? I mean, that's a cool idea. You can cut either side of it. We're rolling here with a power pole. Check this out, folks. Power pole, the innovators. Y'all were the original ones, right?
Original ones.
Yeah. Amazing. They're great booth. Got a beautiful booth.
New booth for us.
Huh?
New booth for us. Good.
Get the football. He makes hockey jokes.
Y'all not gonna believe who else I ran into. I just saw Scott Lindsay. He's standing on his platform above me. Y'all look at Scott. Good to see you today, Scott. Again, I just ran into Scott Lindsay. Hey, Scott, are you enjoying the show? Okay, well, it's good to see you down here. Are you going fishing with me next week? Okay, you got something to write about in a good newspaper article?
Hung on the man cave wall. We're very proud about it because all the materials is from American
USA.
materials. We don't do any importing.
Also over here.
We're trying to keep the work here.
Wait a minute, maybe that's where I did put my box. Is there a lid in it?
Yeah, it's sitting on top of the lid.
I put a lid in it.
Okay, Roland got another booth here, ran these guys. We're at a corner booth and really cool stuff here. JJ?
Yes, sir.
Where are you from, JJ?
I'm from Satellite Beach, Florida.
Satellite Beach, and Mark?
Mark, I'm from North Plains, Oregon.
Okay, to the opposite end of the country. So tell me what you guys have right here. This is cool.
So we got crab pots, shrimp traps, and crawfish traps. So this is a slip ring that we got. Then we got underneath here we got a pinfish trap, or it could be a shrimp trap or crawfish trap.
Listen, our folks down here over here in Panhandle, this pinfish trap, man,
Yeah.
this is cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
This is heavy duty.
It's coated with a PVC coating, so it's durable, lasts in the salt water, works really well in all kinds of environments.
Yes.
And then we get into the crab pots, which again, it's a steel frame. It's got hand wrapped stainless steel wire around it, coated with a PVC coating to withstand all kinds of salt water and all kinds of environments. Then we just get into some other different sizes. We got the crab rings. They go along there.
Yeah.
Laid on there, they pull them up. Those work really well. And then just some other sizes here. This is a really cool item here. So when you got your pliers on the boat, they get rusty all the time. So what you do is you slide a little WD-40 inside there, then you put your pliers right in there. The pliers aren't going to get rusty anymore. We got it in for pliers. We have it in for files and knives and stuff. Make a nice little boat pack, a 2-pack together there, and just some other products we make. Then JJ's got this really cool boozy bucket. I'll let him talk about that.
Okay, tell us about that bucket.
So it's the world's greatest bait bucket.
Okay.
What it is it's got a foam insulation. It's got pretty much a ballistic material outside, and it's welded on the inside, so it's waterproof. It's got rod holders, pockets for your tackle, and inside the lid also. And it's got molly straps for attaching your bait knives and your flashlights and stuff, pliers. And I've got a patented lid that's right up here. And so you slide your bucket down inside this thing.
Okay.
And it's got a hatch that you can access your bait, and it's got a port to run your aerator through. It's great for, it also makes a great cooler. It'll hold ice for several days if you don't use it as a bait bucket. You can sit on it is the cool thing. A lot of bait buckets, they got flimsy lids and you can't sit on them, you know. So.
You take that down to the surf also.
Oh yes, sir.
All kinds of stuff. That's really cool.
It's good for barbecues and.
Rod hole in here?
Yes, sir.
I got him. Hey, go Gators. What country? All right. We've seen all kind of displays and all. This is a cool one. This is a replica of an old tackle shop. This is Strike King. It's really neat. We're going to go inside and look around. It's a great setup.
My first one broke that 50 fluorocarbon somebody told me to put on there.
Okay, we started at 9 o'clock this morning. It's almost 3 o'clock. We haven't stopped there for lunch, walking through this thing now. That we're on the end section down here, mainly huge supply of fly fishing booths and all. They also have a pond. Check all this out. All kind of fly fishing. It's too active here.
I'll be around.
Yeah, it's okay. So we're going to do 30 and 40.
I just want to give you all the magnitude of the size of this tackle show. I'm standing like on a bridge overlooking the floor, and we're going to scan around and just show you all of the booths that are located in here. Okay, I mean, that's a huge amount, you can see. And we're going to keep on scanning around. Okay, here's the bridge overlooking the floor. And now here's the other half. Here's the other half over here. Okay, now here, okay, we're scanning all the way on around. Now here's the other half of it. Folks, this is the world's largest tackle show, ICAST, and they're telling me that this is the biggest one they've ever had. So you're looking at the biggest tackle show in the world.
I'm there supporting the rebels.
I was.
I thought you were leaving like.
It'll be a good time, I think. I'm sorry.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. You get a whole overview of what's going on. Like I said, we still have a couple of more inventions later on. We'll show you either this week or next week, and it's neat little things and all. But that's really, really cool stuff. So let's take a look at our fishing game forecast brought to us by Mark Coward of Counts Real Estate. Our times this morning are 9:16 to 11:16, and this evening from 9:43 to 11:43. Now I wanted to show you this little ring cutter again because this is like under $10. And it's just fascinating. And again, this is one of these, why didn't we think of that kind of deal? So what it is, it just has a cutter on both ends right here, and you just take your line and you just wrap it either end, okay? And once you get it in there, all you do is just pull real hard. Look at there, it just snaps, it cuts right off. So I put a really sharp blade and cut on either side. So Brad's got these down at Sun Jammers, and it's good to get a couple of them and all. And all, you know, your wife's always wanting to get a ring and say, honey, I got you a new ring, and that'll go over real good. Also, we had decided we were going to get on our, decided we're getting a new underwater camera. I want to go back to the history of us. We had one of the first GoPros around here in Panhandle Outdoors, and we took it. I don't know if you remember some of the early videos we did where we did a scalloping. I couldn't wait to get an underwater camera scalloping, so we had our GoPro, and we had some. I still have that scallop video. We took some fish pictures underwater and all. And then I had got an intern come in, John Rush, you remember him, and John borrowed my GoPro, loaned it to him to take some pictures, but he forgot to put the waterproof housing on it, so we lost our GoPro, and we just didn't get one because about that time, everybody and brother were taking GoPro pictures, you know, on top of it, underneath, and all. Said, well, it's not that innovative and creative of a thing now, but they really I really feel like it'll add a lot more back to the show as far as doing some on-water footage for y'all. So we are getting a new GoPro. We picked out one down there at the show, and because we really went down there with an open mind about getting anything, but we're going to get one. And I know the popularity of those things just exploded. I know everybody has one. It does give you a new dimension, a different dimension in filming your outdoor activities, whether it be boating, swimming, fishing, or jeeping, or whatever. So we're excited about that. Also, I wrote down a couple of tips for y'all, especially it being Monday and all. This weekend, I'm going to be out on the water all day Saturday and most of the day Sunday. And I'm definitely going to wear my face mask in the middle of the day. I probably won't start off in the morning, but I want to, this time of year, wearing a face mask is really important. And we're going to be doing that. And also, you can dip it in cold water and put it on you. And so that's my tip of the day. If you don't have one, go and get one, especially if you're going to fish in the middle of the day, from the 9-ish to the 2-ish, and because it really gets hot. The second tip I had on y'all, night bass fishing has been really good. Catching bass. I used to do that as a young man. Blair Morgan and I used to fish Lake Jackson at night. Have some of the best times. It's cooler, and that night action when that bass explodes on top water, it's hardly nothing like it in the outdoors. Big old bass hitting that old frog or something. And the third one I was talking about, river floundering now is picking up. I don't know if you ever tried it, you folks up there in Apalachicola. I don't know much about the Choctawhatchee river floundering, but up there off the Apalachicola River, there's folks doing a good job on these sandbars, just like we flounder down here in the bay with a light and gig and just poking them and having a good time. So those are some of the things we can do here in Panhandle this time of the year. All right, I want to wrap it up. Time just flew by. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Got another great show coming on tomorrow, so you be sure and watching us. And as always, I ask you to do something good for your fellow man. Y'all are so good about this. Y'all share these things with me, and it's really, really good deal. So help me out, and you have a great day. Do something outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.